Hi everyone, my name is Christina and I am going to go over my newsletter. I chose the theory information processing. So as you see here, this is the start of my newsletter. Um, I put this picture here of someone's face and then just their minds and like these gauges just showing that for our memory, it is just a process, and we just do different stages to hold our memory in. So that's why I chose that. I did put here that there is going to be, besides my information that I've given you, another article about information processing, but for special needs children. So I just thought that was interesting to put on and show you guys about. Okay, so for the first page, this is where I put my introduction about what the information processing theory is. So this says information processing theory is the cognitive development and how studies show and explain how information is embedded into people's memory. The theory is based off of how humans process the information they receive. The information that we receive gets stored into three memories. The three memories are sensory memory, working memory, and long-term memory. The way we process and store information is compared to how computers process and store their information. We first take the information and filter this new content and form. Then we store the information. If we need this information again later, then we will retrieve it from our long-term memory. And then we generate responses with this information. So this next page is going to be about sensory memory. So I put this picture here because this memory is stimulated by our five senses. So you have sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Um, so I just laid out things about sensory, a couple paragraphs about sensory memory. And then I also included a fun fact to strengthen your sensory memory. So here you'll see it says try to learn the same content in different ways. Let's see. This next page is going to be about working memory. So I put this one on the brain, or a picture of the brain lifting weights, because during this process our memory is working hard to get the information that we just learned and to store it into our long-term memory. So it's like a workout for our brain. And then this one, I also did a fun fact. So fun fact to strengthen your working memory is work on visualization skills and do active reading. And then this last page is going to be, that I wrote, is going to be on long-term memory. So for this one, I added a picture of a bunch of different icons inside a brain, just showing like how much our long-term memory stores. It's like everything that we learn, and it's whatever we learned well that gets stored into this, part of our memory. So like everyone's name that we know, or even like if you memorize your parents' cell phone number, or just whatever information that's going to stick into your memory, and you can retrieve it at any time, is long-term memory. And it is a process to get this information. Sometimes it does take longer, and sometimes it's really quick with things you remember. I did include like a little chart on long-term memory here too, just to show everything that goes with long-term memory. And then my next fun fact to strengthen your long-term memory is relate new information to things you already know. So making that connection. So that way those things that you already know that are stored into your long-term memory, you make that connection with the new memory, so then it can be stored as well, okay? Um, And then this is the article that I found online. It's a scholarly article, and this is the information processing theory and learning disabilities. Just like an overview on that and how um, this theory works for those who have trouble just getting past the certain stages or just that have trouble memorizing things, but it's not impossible, and that's what this article is about. And this is the resource where I got this article. So this is my newsletter. I hope you guys enjoy reading it. Thank you.